What's up YouTube? Alexis here, and in this video I'm going to be just showing you guys how I take my trades using these incredible AI scanners that I am absolutely obsessed with, right? Because I'm a person, I'll just tell you guys a quick little backstory of me. Like, when I first got introduced to trading, I loved the concept, but it was extremely overwhelming if I'm just being honest. Like, just looking at charts and numbers, for me, I was never just like a chart number type of girl. So having access to tools and systems that simplify things for you is extremely helpful. And because of this, I have been able to make consistent profits in the markets. Now, I don't say this to say that I'm making guarantees that this is like an 100% win rate type of thing, but I will say these scanners are extremely helpful whether you're new to trading, whether you've been a trader, maybe you're struggling to see consistent profits, or maybe you're doing well, but something that can just simplify things for you and just, take a lot off of your plate and make it all easier. Like, these scanners are absolutely great. So I'm just going to show you guys a trade that I'm currently in and kind of the logic behind it. It's actually really simple. Like, using these scanners, you really don't have to think a whole lot depending on which one. Now, on Jifu Live, which is basically the platform that I'm a part of, this is like a one for all online digital platform that provides tons and tons of different avenues to make money. So they have trading education, investing, they have trading tools like these, they have educators who send out trade ideas, and then we have tons more other things. We have our own travel portal, we have different education in other areas like real estate, credit, finance, drop shipping, all types of stuff. But in this video, we're obviously mainly talking about the scanners, which are the trading tools that we use. So right here, I like to look at kill shot. Kill shot, I don't even look at everything else. I really just look at it basically tells me the trend of the market and the overall momentum and what's happening. So I actually am currently in this trade for Ethereum. So this is crypto, right? I'm in Ethereum, and I traded on the 15-minute time frame. So what I do first is I literally just look through my pairs that I want to trade, and I check on kill shot to see if the trend is up. Now, usually I look at the first 6 boxes. If all of them are aligning, that's even more confirmation for me. So, and excuse me, I'm a little congested because I literally am just overcoming a cold. I can't wait for this to like fully go away. But yeah, so this actually just turned down like literally a minute ago. So it might be in a little bit of a pullback, but that's okay because overall the trend is up, and I'm still really confident in this trade. So normally though, when I'm first looking to get in a trade, all of these have to be up or down, depending on if it's a buy or sell. If it's a buy, they all have to be up. If it's a sell, they all have to be down. Even if these 3 are different, as long as these 6 match up, these are the main ones I'm looking for. Again, these are just extra confirmation. So yeah. All right, so the reason I got in Ethereum was because all of these were showing up, and I was really confident. It's still mostly showing up, except for this one right now, which again, it just changed, so maybe it's in like a little pullback. So we're going to go to Trend Wave, which is actually where I take my trades and pretty much the thing that I follow. So on the 1 hour, it actually already went to all TPs. Like, this is really cool because it gives you invalidation, it gives you the entry, it gives you 5 different exit points. And it's so simple. Like, you can be a beginner, look at this, not know anything, and just take the trades and just follow what it's saying. All right. And the cool thing about it is there is multiple confluences with it. There's multiple different things that you can look on Trendwave for additional confirmation when you're taking your trades. So one thing that actually I'm happy to see right now is that our RSI right here is at the bottom of the floor. So essentially, if you think of this like a top, like a rooftop and then a floor, literally, it's like if you bounce a ball, what's going to happen? If you bounce it, it's going to jump up. And if it hits the ceiling or, the top, it's going to bounce back down. So this is how I read this. Sorry, guys. This is how I read it. If it's at the top, I know it's going to come back down because, again, if the ball hits the ceiling, it's going to bounce down. If the ball hits the floor, it's going to bounce up. So right now, it is at the floor, meaning I believe it's still going to keep pushing up, which is great because I'm not even on the 1 hour. I'm more on the 15-minute so it's literally still at the entry here. So pretty much we still have a long ways to go to see profits. Now here, the RSI is a little different. It's curving a little bit, But honestly, the higher time frames ultimately are a lot stronger. So I'm still believing in this trade, okay? So another cool confluence is when it pops up like a yellow line like this, that's essentially support and resistance. So we can when there's a support and resistance, kind of the same thing like a floor and a ceiling. Like if it's above it, this is its floor now. So it's not just gonna go through it without having a little bit of a struggle, and it tried to right here, right? Same thing if there's a ceiling, right? It's not just gonna break past it just easily, right? It could, but it kind of just shows you if the market hits that area, it could either bounce above it, it could keep bouncing, it could maybe break, or above it, it could either bounce on it or break above it if it's strong enough. So right now, essentially, we can see that it's holding this support area. So that gives me confirmation, and it gives me, a good idea that the market is still gonna, work its way up. So that's literally it. That's actually like just about all I look for. I just look to see, make sure it's at entry, obviously, and make sure kill shot aligns with it, and also make sure the RSI aligns too. And I'll show you guys like a good example of this. Hold on, let's go to, dang, that was a really nice buy, but the RSI was at the ceiling. So eventually it came down, but for the most part, it held that area. Let's see if I can find a good example that you guys can actually like see. Okay, this is a good example. So this one called a short, which is a sell, and the RSI was literally at the ceiling, meaning we know it's going to eventually come down, and look what it did. It came down. Now, obviously, there's points where the market consolidates, and so, that's going to do what it do. But in that case, kill shot wouldn't be all aligning. So when you see like strong moves like this is when you're going to see kill shot like fully aligning. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. This is the strategy that I follow, like literally exactly. It's very simple, extremely simple, right? And this is a great tool, and you could be experienced, you could not be experienced and come into this and not know anything and just do exactly what I did. And me and my team also do calls trading with this every single week. So regardless if you're new, you could come, you could play with this, you can learn about this, and you can also join our calls where we're trading with this actively and get trades with us. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here, so I'm not making it super long. But if you learned something, if you got value, if you want to learn more, drop a like and a subscribe. I appreciate it. Drop a comment below. And also, I'll put all the information in the description below. So if you want access to these tools, you want access to the platform, the link is in the description. If you want to join my free Telegram group where I share a lot of, free value and free information, feel free to join there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.